Hey, what's up guys? It is July 2nd at around 9:45 right now. We are currently set up to go for the Jordan 14 Gym Reds. Now the Gym Reds, they look really nice and there's definitely gonna have good margins on that. Retails $190, should be selling around $230, $260. It looks like there's money to be made. So I decided to do a little bit of an experiment where I brought over all of my stuff from my server onto my local. When I started doing that, I started hitting like right away. I just got 2 pairs super quickly. Maybe the best thing to do is not run on a server during these initial drops. It just seems to be going way smoother when I'm not using a server. The reason I use a server is that my computer is not the highest spec computer, so it definitely is, my server is definitely more powerful and definitely can run more tasks. Running on local might be the way to go for now. So what you saw from the webhook, I was able to get 22 checkouts for the Jordan 14 Toros, which is obviously pretty damn good. I know I'm gonna be expecting some cancellations. I don't know exactly how many are getting canceled, but even if I get like half of that, if I get 10 pairs of these shoes, I'll be pretty happy with that because they didn't really go down as much as I thought they would, and I really think that these shoes are gonna be a pretty good hold. So this is actually gonna be the first shoe that I bought multiple pairs that I'm gonna be holding on to. So today we are gonna go for the Jordan 5 Alternate Grapes. And to be honest, I am not gonna get a lot of pairs. I'm probably gonna go for 2, maybe 3 pairs maximum. I don't think these should be too hard to get. And also the profit margins aren't looking to be that great, right? Like right now they're probably at $280. Today's the release date. They were supposed to come out yesterday. They got delayed on Tuesday, so now they're coming out Wednesday. They're retailing for $190. They probably should sell between like $210 to $250. So there isn't too much to be made here. And I want to save all of my capital so I can go all out for the smoke race that's this coming weekend. I have a lot of work to do because I got a lot of shoes piled up. I need to sell that so I can get the capital back so I can invest it into these Air Jordan ones that are coming out this Saturday, which I assuming are going to be doing pretty well because I already have a bunch of local people hitting me up like, hey, if you get this shoe, please let me know. There's definitely some interest in the smoke race for sure. So we're gonna try to get as many of those as possible. But for now, today's a pretty slow day. We're gonna try to get a few pairs of alternate grapes, and then we're gonna try to sell our sneakers at the sneaker store and get some of our money back and some of the capital back. Switching it up this time because usually they tell our task to start around 20 to 25 minutes before the actual release of the shoes. However, every time that I've tried to go for the shoes initially, it's usually a bust and I usually can't get them initially. So this time around, since I'm not really trying to get as many pairs this time, I'm starting them at 10 o'clock. I'm basically gonna just be waiting for restock. So yeah, already using my tactic, I already got one fire red alternate grape at a size 12, so that happened pretty quickly. I'm probably gonna do this from now on. I don't think it's really that important to start 20 to 25 minutes beforehand, to be honest. Just gonna try to catch some restocks. So this one task on the bottom seems to be like the money task. They both is checked out twice, which is crazy because that is not even like, I'm just using my regular residential proxies. There's one payment failed. Let's try to get one more. We'll get one more. Why not? Submitting checkout. There we go, baby. That was the last one. I don't need to get any more. I think we're good for now. We got some shoes that came in this week. Unfortunately, the shoes that I really wanted to show you guys did not come yet, but we still have some cool stuff to show you today. The shoe that I want to show off are the Air Force One South Koreas. Now I gotta hold up both shoes because each shoe is different. This pair basically came in. This is one pair. This is not two different kinds of pairs. This is one pair of shoe. Let's start, why not, with the blue one. So this is size 13 and the resale on this is like not that crazy. I got these for $130, which is a low retail price. They're probably going for about $170 on GOAT. At the end of the day, I'm probably gonna make like $20 profit. I basically just got these because they came up on the sneakers app and I got a little tip that they would resell for more than retail. So I just took a gamble on it and just bought it right away. I mean, I was a little bit intrigued because they were called the Air Force One South Koreas, and the reason they call it that is because, well, in the back here, you have that very cool South Korean trademark flag in the back, and also in the front on the tongue you also have the little tiger, which is really cool. That's my favorite part about this shoe, is probably the back tag and also the tongue. I think that's super dope. The fact they come in two different colors on each shoe, I don't know. There's some people really like that style, not me in particular. You can tell by the Nike swoosh that it has the tiger print. The bottoms are pretty nice. It's like a clear tint of blue and pink. The only thing about this shoe that I don't like is that, you know, all the parts of it are nice, but then when you put it all together, it just seems a little bit messy, and I wish the colors were a little bit darker because when they're bright like this, it seems a little bit cheap. Like, the quality itself is not bad. It just looks kind of cheap in my opinion. But overall, it's a decent looking shoe. I like that it's Korean themed, that's cool. But personally, something that I wouldn't wear. So these just came in, which is, these took forever to come. This is the Air Jordan 1 Mid Perspective. Very annoying to say, I don't know why. It's a really good looking shoe, and I expected these to go up in price a little bit more than they have, but I think they're probably sitting around the same range as the South Koreas that I just showed you, so there really isn't that much profit to be made with these. I'll probably sell this to another sneaker store for maybe $10, $20 profit or something like that. But I'm not gonna bother sitting on these waiting for the value to go up. To be honest, I just kind of wanted to get these in hand, see what they look like. The fact that they'll sell above retail, I'm not losing any money, I'll make a little bit of money, so was it worth it? Well, I only got one pair, and I'm glad that I didn't get more because this would be, I don't know, it might take a while to sell these. You know, in my personal experience, selling women's shoes is just harder. It usually takes longer. This is a big size for a lady. We'll probably try to sell this on GOAT or at a sneaker store. Last shoe that I'm going to show you is from what I bought it last week, which is the Jordan 11 Concord Breads. When I first saw the shoe on pictures, it didn't really look that special to me. I didn't really care for it. It didn't seem like anything that I would really enjoy. But now that I got these in hand, I think they look really slick. I think these Concords, like, I was not a fan of the Concords, and honestly, I'm not really that big of a fan of like the high top Concords. I know they go for a lot, the original ones. And I actually really like the low style, and I also like the colorway as well. I like the bread colorway with the black and red. This is a very slick looking shoe, and I can understand why a lot of people wanted it. Unfortunately, or depending on how you look at it, these definitely dropped down in price after they released. they were probably sitting around, you know, 260, 250, and then after release they dropped down to about 230, 220. Good thing is retail was 185, so it wasn't your typical 190 or 200, so there is some margin to be made. If you have the capital, I would definitely keep these for a few months. I think these are gonna have like a really slow incline in price because they already started, you know, just a little above retail, and they'll probably hold some really good value in probably a few months, but it is probably gonna take a few months to a year for it to be like really profitable. In my case, I'm trying to sell these right now, as many as possible. If they don't sell, I'll just hold them for a little bit until they do go up in value. But honestly, I'm trying to go for the smoke rays this weekend. It seems like a lot of people want those instead, and I think the profit margin is gonna be way more on those. So I'm gonna do a quick flip on these, sell a few of them, get the capital back. If I don't sell all of them, that's okay. They're gonna go up in price anyways, so that's not a loss to me either. Let's try to get more shoes, right? After I've been sneaker bodying and after seeing so many shoes, I wanna keep so many shoes, but I know that as soon as I get into that bad habit of keeping shoes, I'm gonna keep doing it, and that's gonna really cut into my profit margins. The great words of Biggie Smalls, never get high off your own supply. That's basically what I'm trying to abide to right now. Thank you guys for continuing to watch my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. If you like the content that you saw today, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.